Hey everyone, it is Chris, and I am here to talk about The Rise and Fall of the Theater Geek by Seth Rudetsky. I did not finish this book. I bailed on this book at about 55% because I couldn't handle it anymore. Then I did skim the next like 20 or so percent of it just to see if it still pissed me off. It did. Um This book was about a kid named Justin who's 16 and gets this internship for this great actor that he loves in New York. Um, yeah. And Justin is thinking this thing is going to be fantastic. It's going to be this really lovely scholarship. But then he just basically is a glorified errand boy. Oh, so sad. Except I was really happy about it because I hate this character. But we're going to tell you everything I'm telling you is from the summary, by the way. I'm gonna start off by saying everything I'm telling you is from the summary, and so there's no spoilers in this. That's really sad. I could tell you why I hated it without really spoiling, but we're gonna go into it because I was really excited for this book actually. But let's just keep going. So, still in the summary here, so he's thinking this is gonna be his time to shine. But I'm gonna read what it says in summary. But if only he could ditch his kind, virtuous, upright, and dare he say it, uptight boyfriend Spencer. He wants to break up with his boyfriend. Because his really awesome boyfriend, by the way, like this guy is fantastic. Because this guy is uptight and this guy is just always trying to help people and like, oh my god, he's not coming to New York with me because he wants to do Greenpeace. But here's the thing: it's not that he wants to break up with him. He wants to have a break-ish. That's what he calls it. A break-ish. The fuck? What's a break-ish? You break up or you? What the fuck is a break-ish? Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm cursing. I don't. This book pissed me off. But he wants to have a break-ish, and so he wants to just break up for the 2 weeks of the internship so he can go have fun with these New York boys that he meets on his big actor internship. Yeah, and then come back to Spencer. And Spencer's gonna be after those 2 weeks. Spencer's gonna want me back so much more. He's gonna realize how much that he needs to change because of how great I am. After he misses me for 2 weeks, fuck this kid. Fuck this kid so much. So this is the main character we're dealing with. I was so pissed at him. But of course, things don't necessarily go like that. He loses his best friend in this book from his selfish actions because he's that selfish, and he gets called out on being selfish by his best friend and by Spencer. And he goes, "I'm not bad. I'm not this. Everything you guys are blaming me for is really your fault because you're weak and you're this and you're that." He's literally the worst character in the world. He lies without any type of remorse. It's completely unbearable to read. His actions are ridiculous. He lies constantly. I'm gonna take this photo of me here and try to make this person think this about me, even though it's a complete lie. Like, what are you doing, kid? Get the fuck out. Okay, and then it gets worse because then for like about large portion, he wants to now make Spencer jealous, even though he was gonna break up with Spencer. He wants to make Spencer jealous. Why? Because Spencer's hanging out with this super hot model all of a sudden. Yeah, this is after Spencer and Becky have like kicked his ass to the curb. Spencer's hanging out with this hot model, and he's thinking this model and him and Spencer must automatically be together. And so he's trying to make him jealous with this other guy. Doesn't even get with this other guy because he really wants to be with this other guy. Gets with this other guy to try to make his ex jealous. I could not handle this dude at all. I was like, he needs to get the hell out. Also, his logic on jealousy was saying, he's like, also, this is what the thing was. He didn't want Spencer back. No, that's not what he wants. He wants Spencer. He just doesn't want Spencer to be with anyone else. He basically says, I don't really want Spencer back. I just want Spencer to get really jealous of seeing me and Devon together. And then his boyfriend's going to see how jealous he got and break up with him. Really? 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 Like, I'm sorry. I want to smack him upside the head so bad. So bad. He just need to get smacked upside the head by somebody. something. Literally, the best parts of this book for me were the parts in the book where bad shit happened to him. Because I got so much joy out of bad things happening to him. But, you know, he's the main character. And I felt it coming that he was going on a path of, like, everything going well for him at some point. You know, it was going to hit a climax, and he was going to have falling action, and he was going to be forgiven. And they were all going to forgive him, and everything was going to end all peachy, and I knew it was going in that direction, and that's when I was like, okay, once I realized for sure I was going that way, that's when I stopped, because I was like, I don't think this character deserves happiness. I don't know how people can write characters like this poorly. You can write a selfish character that people can get a redemption arc, but no, this one doesn't work. This reminded me of Helena and Era, where you make the character so bad and screw up so badly that redemption's not possible. And if redemption did happen, it wouldn't be believable. Because guess what? His friends, if they are going to forgive him by the end of this book, should not forgive him. His ex should not want to get back with him for under any circumstances. He doesn't deserve to be forgiven. He deserves to get in trouble for lying to his parents at one point. He deserves to end up in this book fairly alone, actually, and at the bottom. And you know, it's the rise and fall of the Geek, so I was hoping it would be a fall, but I could see the trajectory of where this book was going, and he was going to rise. It actually reminded me a lot of Sam Dorsey in the Gay Popcorn series, and the second book of the series, where when he got to the end and his friends, and basically Sam Dorsey is a character who he does all this stupid shit, but then at the end it's all okay. This is what this character reminded me of. Except I much, much, much preferred reading Sam Dorsey than this character. Sam's not as selfish and egotistical. He is quite selfish, and does make stupid decisions, but he is aware. He's more aware of how when he fucks up. This character is completely not aware of when he is fucking up, and he just continues to fuck up constantly. And the really made me sad about this book is that they had a really interesting mystery element to this book that could have been really interesting if the character was bearable. Like, I'm just thinking about it, like, there's some weird things happening at the theater and with his internship. And I'm like, this would be really interesting if this character wasn't the one going through it and trying to solve it. This would be really, really fantastic. My light just flickered. My light doesn't even want me to talk about this book anymore. That's telling me that I need to stop talking about this book and put this book behind me forever, except for in my my June wrap up. That's probably gonna be the last time I talk about this book. Oh, and my top 5 Wednesday for the end of the month, because this character's gonna get on that list. If you guys know what the top 5 Wednesday for the end of the month is, you know what I'm talking about. He might be number 1 on the list, because I hate this character so much. It was free. Also, I got this from NetGalley. It was an arc on NetGalley, and I just hated it. I hated it so much. But yeah, that's it for this video. I needed to rant to you guys. If you guys ever need to rant about a book, just come and rant to me. I'm here for that. I'm totally here for that, you know? And yeah, so I will see you all in my next video. I hope you have a very happy reading experience and read some awesome books in the meantime. See y'all next time.